Hi, I'm Tony, and today we're talking about tennis. Mainly how to play tennis, where to play tennis, and all the benefits that you get from playing tennis. Tennis is a racket sport played in units of scoring called games, sets, and points. Players are meant to take turns serving to each other. The first to win 4 points in a game wins the game. The first to score 6 games in a set wins the set, and the first to win 2 sets in a match wins the match. Scoring works in a system of love, 0 points, 5 or 15, which is 1 point, 30, which is 2 points, 40, which is 3 points, and a win, which is 4 points. There is an exception to this scoring system, however. If both players reach a 40 to 40 mark, then an event called a deuce has to be played. To win a deuce, you must win 2 points in a row called advantages. If you win these 2 points, you win the game. Unfortunately, the exceptions to scoring are not done yet. If both players reach 6 games won in the set, then they must play a tiebreak. Luckily, the scoring system for this is much more simple. To win, you must win 7 points with a 2-game margin between your opponent. This will allow you to win the set.
Victory for Team Australia. Nick Kyrgios seals the
Fortunately, the scoring system of sets is actually quite easy. The first player to reach 2 sets won officially wins the match, with exceptions to Grand Slam tournaments. The max you can play in a match regularly is 3 sets, meaning one player has won 2 sets, possibly with a player winning 1 set in the middle of this process, or winning the next set after his first win. Tennis has many shots that you can hit. The generic ones are called a forehand,
Nice form.
a backhand, a volley, an overhead, and of course, a serve. If your shot does not make it over the net, then the point is called dead, and you lose that point.
Well, earlier.
In tennis, every point starts with a serve. This serve must land in the service box within 2 attempts.
15 love.
The shot just absolutely oozing confidence.
If this is not done, it is called a double fault, and you lose the point. In rare cases, a serve will hit the top of the net and bounce over. This is called a let. If the bounce lands in the service box, then good news. You may now have your first serve again. If the serve lands outside of the box, you must take your second serve. If your foot hits the baseline whilst you are serving, a foot fault is called, and thus you lose whatever serve you are on. If your serve is hit in a manner where it cannot even be touched with the racket of your opponent, it is called an ace. The best part of this is that you immediately win the point.
It's demoralizing.
If the ball hits the top of the net while a point is active, it is still in play and it must be returned like any other shot. In tennis, there are different boundaries for hitting shots. These are based on how many players are on the court at that time. If there are only 2 players on the court, then this is called singles, where the 2 interior lines on the court are the boundaries. If the ball is hit outside of these boundaries, or too far back, the ball is called out and you lose the point. The whole court's boundaries may be used if there are 4 players on the court. This is called doubles. The same rules apply for doubles, except if you hit the ball way out of the court, then it is out and you lose the point. Luckily, these lines are pretty darn wide, and as long as your shot hits within the line, it is in, and you win the point. Tennis is typically played on 3 different hitting surfaces: hard court, clay, and grass. Interestingly, each surface has different effects on the tennis ball. Hard court is a very balanced surface that consists of a concrete base that is coated with layers of acrylic resin. This surface creates a very balanced, durable, and pleasant playing field that requires an equilibrium of all skills to be successful on. The major tournaments that the surface is played on are the US Open, the Australian Open, Indian Wells, Cincinnati, and the Laver Cup, as well as many more. Hard court is by far the most popular and accessible surface of all. Clay courts are a surface made up of a base of crushed rock and gravel, a middle layer of more crushed rock, and finally, a beautiful top layer of crushed brick. Because of the layer of crushed brick, the surface of a clay court is extremely slippery. Playing on clay courts is especially difficult because the ball bounces very slowly on clay. A play style with lots of power makes success on clay very difficult, while a style with lots of spin makes it difficult for your opponent to keep their footing while trying to adjust to your shots. A player who has been historically brilliant on this surface is Rafael Nadal, who won the French Open, a clay court tournament, 14 times in his career, with 5 of those in a row coming from the years 2010 to 2014. The major tournaments that feature this surface are the French Open, or Roland Garros, Madrid, Rome, and Monte Carlo. The third and final major surface played on is grass. Grass courts are by far the most rare and beautiful surfaces in the world, and are a symbol of amazing tennis history and prestige. The grass court typically rewards a high speed and power skill set, as the grass court speeds up a ball exponentially when it is hit. A player who has greatly performed on this surface is Martina Navratilova, who won 9 total Wimbledons. The major tournaments that showcase grass courts are the British Open, Wimbledon, the Queen's Club Championship, and the Halle Open in Germany. Tennis is one of the most popular games worldwide and has a long, great history of competition, which makes for an amazingly fun game to play. Now that brings up a question. Where does one buy tennis equipment and where can I play it? In communities like mine, tennis is a very popular sport, and it has many great places to play tennis. These include high schools and public parks, and country clubs. These are all mostly pretty affordable, and no staffing is required, so it is very convenient to play tennis. Tennis is relatively affordable because at its base, all that is needed is a racket and a can of tennis balls. Rackets are relatively cheap, as you are able to find a pretty decent tennis racket for only about $40, with a can of balls at most costing $7, and are often cheaper. I love tennis because it's a very hard sport that promotes intense physical activity and competition. I think everyone should try it because it's a great sport for teamwork, social improvement, and the betterment of physical and mental health. I have also made many great friends of all ages just from playing for about 2 whole years, and hopefully this will be more to come. Tennis has lots of physical benefits because tennis requires lots of running, flexibility, reaction time, agility, hand-eye coordination, and is called a lifelong sport as you are able to play it for as long as you like because it is appropriate for all ages. Tennis also has many mental benefits as well. Because of the game's competitive nature, it is a very hard sport to play. Points are difficult to win, and mental blocks can be very challenging, so it promotes a lot of mental fortitude and an insane amount of focus. Tennis has many social benefits as well. This is because tennis is a game that will always be played between at least 2 players, meaning social interaction is inevitable. It is a great game for everyone to learn and improve together, and this also promotes social well-being and friend-making. Tennis creates many challenges for you. This includes physical endurance, focus, body control, and reaction time, as well as keeping a stable head and controlling your emotions. Tennis also challenges you to interact with other players so that you may get to know them. Tennis is a game that promotes a very healthy lifestyle through its physical traits, making it a sport that keeps you in shape for the rest of your life with continued play. It also helps you with mental health by creating challenges that make you a more controlled, relaxed, and happy person. It will also create social health through social activity, friend making, and communication skills with your teammates. Thank you guys for watching. First, I'd like to shout out New Albany High School for letting me use their tennis courts, the New Albany Country Club for letting me use their beautiful clay courts. Thank you to Mr. Mendoza for the inspiration for this video. Thank you for Coach Formaz for the outlining of this video. Thank you to my mom for the recording of some of my shots. And finally, thank you to the viewers for watching this video. Please, if you want more original content like this, feel free to like the video for your support. Once again, thank you guys for watching this video. Feel free to leave a like for more original educational content like this. Bye!